Ahoy mateys, and welcome back to Screamingpirate EDC. Today we have another plunder or plank. That is where I decide if a knife is going to be plundered, stay in the collection, or is it going to walk the plank. Before we get into it, really quick, I wanted to let you guys know, patches are sold out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 3K giveaway. Prizes have been claimed and mailed. Thanks guys for the channel growth, and hopefully you're looking forward to everything else. Before we get into the nitty gritty of the knife, what are we looking at? Today we have the Brian Brown Dutchman. Now, if you've been around this channel long, you might recognize that name. I reviewed this knife 9 months ago. It wasn't exactly this knife. This knife was made by Tuya at that time. Now it is made by Rayot, and these are available for pre-order on Urban EDC Supply. Now that we have a newish knife to take a look at, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys. So I am very interested to check out the Dutchman. And a whole lot of that is just because I think I might have been the only reviewer that got this one before. Brian Brown sent it over to me, and it wasn't through a dealer or anything like that. And he didn't really love it. I didn't really either, guys. But I feel like this one's a little bit different, and different enough to warrant the review to let you guys know should you pick one up. First and foremost, I have the purple one with the black blade and black hardware. Before I get into anything else, let's do some pricing. If you get the micarta one, you're looking at about $280. You are just under $300 with the purple, titanium, and black everything like I have here. And if you go with the Moku Tai, guys. If you go Moku Tai on the backspacer and the clip, that one goes for a whopping like $490. It's nutty. But if you like the pretty stuff on there, then you can grab it. So there's your prices. What are we looking at steel-wise? I believe it is M390, okay? But guys, it's very interesting, very little knife, very satisfying sounds that I want you guys to hear. So that's the open. That's the close. That nice little suction sound. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But overall, very small knife. And when I say small, guys, large glove, I have to use this flat. And I can get a 4-finger, but I mean, I'm really tight in there, okay, really tight. But yeah, just to give you an idea of size. Well, guys, enough of my rambling about the knife and some of that. Let's go ahead and hop into some size comparisons. So, first up, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Spyderco Dragonfly. This is a very popular small 5th pocket knife, okay? After that, I want to grab the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. Now this is the 10V version in micarta, but I want you guys to see that next to each other. Very similar, the best way I can put it, guys. After that, let's go ahead and step up in price one more time and look at the ProTech Runt 5. Now this is your similarity right there, guys. Okay, very similar. Very cool. And we got to do, the sibling for the Dutchman, production knife from Rayot. What do you think of with Brian Brown? The Jaeger. Well, there you go, guys. Obviously, massive difference between those two. And then finally, what I think is the main competitor for the Dutchman in the price range is going to be the Berg Mini Slim. I think Slim Mini is what he's calling it. But there you go, guys. Very similar between these two, okay? Like the similarities are massive. I will circle back to the Slim and talk about it a little bit more. Now, as far as with the Dutchman, what does kind of help it with that 4-finger grip is you are fairly thick here. So whenever your hand is wrapped around, it does feel like there's something substantial in your hand, which I like. But ergonomically, I'm a large glove. You're going to be a little tight, okay? It's going to be a little scrunched. As far as deployment, so right hand thumb stud, you can fire that open. Right hand reverse flick. There you go. I cannot reverse flick this left-handed. I keep putting my thumb on the lock bar, but thumb left-handed. Oh, I can do it. I'm just not left-handed, guys. There we go. much better. You know, nice, good chamfering. You know, I have no problem with that. I think the detent is good. It is significantly better on the Rayout than it was on the Tuya, significantly. And so is the chamfering. Like, guys, that's really where I'm noticing. Just holding it in hand and kind of like, you know, moving my fingers over all the surfaces here and kind of going, okay, well, how's the fit and finish? This is much better than the Tuya was. There is no jimping to speak of on this knife, and that's one of my issues. So there's just none. And I would really love to see either some Voxnay style jimping out here. It could easily do it. But really where I want the jimping is here. Right through here. Because this would keep your finger in place and keep it from moving up to the blade. I would really love to see jimping across here, personally, okay? Now let's go ahead and take a look at Torx bit sizes. Again, all of these are in my description. These are the exact ones I use on everything, okay guys? So let me go ahead and grab those. So got them right here. Let's see. So we have T8 on the pivot. Woohoo! Do we? Full T8, guys. I love to see it. Clip and body. Really nice to see on something this small because, you know, when you're disassembling, and if you do, you're gonna have to hold this knife and really crank there, and you're really gonna want something that's not gonna strip on you. After that, what are we looking at as far as the grind? What's super nice here is you're getting a hollow grind, guys. Like, you are getting an actual hollow grind. I like that. I like to see that. You know, especially on something like this, I want it to be, you know, quick and slicey, and I want to be able to just grab something and go. So, yep, and I definitely think this is more of a cleaver, you know, style blade, so you could say it is a Wharncliffe, I would say there, guys. In and out of the pocket, no problem at all. You know, it comes right in and out of the pocket. I think the clip is good as far as cutting performance. So, got a piece of cardboard here. If I get my grip nice, okay, nice. Very, very nice. I like that hollow grind that it's able to slice very well. Back to comparing it to the Berg, because this is really its competitor. Because this Berg Mini Slim, with its Timascus, I think it is, here and on the clip, this one was $350, guys. Okay, I got it at Blade Show. It fills my hand very, very similarly to the Dutchman. And honestly, they're very similar in thickness. Okay, very similar. And they're coming in within about 50 bucks of each other. If you get the full kit on the Dutchman and you have full kit with the backspacer over on the Berg, they're neck and neck, okay? I will say this. The Berg has a better deployment for me. I tend to like holes over studs because that reverse flick is quick, it's snappy. As far as my thumb, just comes right out. I also love the jimping here on the Berg. Okay, really like that. Now, the Dutchman, is it a worthy contender to it? I think yes. Now, do I like to see some more jimping on here? I would. I do think that the price is going to scare some people away. 300 bucks for a small knife is hard to swallow sometimes, especially when I'm looking down here at all the other ones I showed to you, and all of those are going to be, you know, under $200 or right around $200-ish. You can get a runt with aluminum scales for like 125 bucks. Okay, guys, like they're cheap. But it's a hard, you know, small size. Sometimes people don't equate to having a high dollar value. It's going to be a little bit tough there for some people, but I think that the Dutchman is very well done. Once again, guys, jimping is my only complaint. I love that I can just fire that reverse flick out of there. And honestly, it's comfy, guys. This is an excellent, excellent fifth pocket knife, in my opinion. If you want something a tad bit more robust, but you don't want it to be oversized or overly thick or anything like that, you just have, you know, quick tasks and you don't have a tiny fixed blade, this is good, guys. I like it. Am I going to plunder it? For me personally, no. This is going to walk the plank. The reason the Dutchman is walking the plank is because, honestly, all the knives I compared it to. I don't have a need for a small knife like this in my collection. I just don't. Guys, I already have a big collection. I don't really need a whole lot more in that size range. And honestly, I don't think that I would carry it. I really don't. I don't see its carry use for me personally. Now, would my wife grab this? Maybe. She kind of likes the color. She likes the size of this knife. It fits her very well. If your significant other is okay with you buying them a $300 knife, then maybe you should go ahead and grab it. But for me, guys, this is going to walk the plank. Well, thanks for keeping this far in the video, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Now, am I gonna pick one up? No. Will my wife pick one up?
Yes.
Cut.